This is how it feels like to be 29. Being 29 feels like I'm not young enough to belong to the 20s, but not old enough to belong to the 30s. Some friends are getting married, some are having kids, some going through divorce, heartbreak, pain. Being 29 feels weird because there are so many things that you no longer care about anymore. You start to care less about what other people think about you. You feel like you understand yourself better now. And it's amazing. It's like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. But then there are so many new challenges that overshadow them. Life is not that easy. Life is always ready to throw you a new challenge, new problem, new pain. The other day, I was lying in bed, doing nothing in particular, and I just remembered about the call I had with my mom the day before. We started off catching up about small things in life, and then she went, "By the way, when are you getting engaged? When are you gonna get married? I can't wait to see my grandchildren in the near future. Oh, and tomorrow is Respect for the Age Day, so don't forget to call your grandma and grandpa." Shit. It's already 9 p.m. They might be asleep already. I decided to quickly call my grandpa first because I thought he's probably still awake. To my relief, he picked up and he started to ask me about my Europe trip, how it was, and then he asked if I'm getting married anytime soon. I called my grandma next, and to my surprise, she was still awake too. She was so happy that I called. She said it really made her day. We talked about random things, and at the end of the call, she said, "When are you gonna get married? I can't wait to celebrate with you, hopefully very soon." My grandma has dementia. She is getting old, and her knees are getting worse and worse day by day. She doesn't remember what she did 15 minutes ago. She forgot so many things in life, but somehow she makes sure to remember that I'm still neither married nor have kids. Growing up, both of my parents were working, so I got to spend a lot of time with her. She drove me to an ice skating practice every week. She cooked for us, went shopping with us to spoil the shit out of us, and we made a lot of memories together. My grandma is in her 80s now, and she has a dementia, but she still has a dream. Her dream is to see me in a wedding dress, celebrating with the love of my life, and to meet her great-grandchildren someday. Someday, she might even forget about all of this, and she might even forget about me. I feel this fear of maybe I cannot make her last wishes on this earth come true, and it's painful because I feel like it is all my fault. But we need to remember that not all the things in life are under our control. I might not be able to make her dreams come true, but I can make her day by calling her and visiting her whenever I can. In my early 20s, I thought life is long. Now being in my last year of 20s, I do still think life could be long, but I learned that it could be very short too, especially for those loved ones who are getting old. So, this is a reminder for myself and for you to love your loved ones while you can. call them, spend quality time with them, because it will make their day in the way that you cannot imagine. I feel like a lot of us feel lost in the 20s because we feel like there are just too many options and too many possibilities. It can be overwhelming. You start to think like, what if you never find the one thing that you're born to do? Why I think passion is overrated. As I get older, I realized how we can all benefit from trying out new things, and we don't have to be scared of them. They can turn into hobbies that can bring joy into your life, and who knows, they might even turn into your career someday. I personally use Skillshare to learn new skills. I'm a paid member of Skillshare, and I'm so happy to announce that we're teaming up again for this video. If you're interested in learning new skills, I think Skillshare can be a great option because they are the largest online learning community for creatives. They have thousands of classes created by industry professionals, and they offer a variety of classes like videography, design, content creation, business, music, productivity, writing, and many, many more. For me personally, I'm currently taking graphic design basics class because I created my own design for my merch project and I wanted to learn more about how design works. The course is very easy to understand so far, and it feels great to understand why good design looks good. If you're interested in trying out, I have an exciting offer for you. The first 500 people who click the link in the description below will receive 1 month free on Skillshare. Thank you Skillshare again for sponsoring this video, and I really hope you'll take advantage of this special offer. When I was younger, I thought I would have more shit together when I'm 29. But the truth is, I still wake up to messy living room, unwashed dishes, a mountain of clothes that I want to forget about. I still procrastinate things just like how I was procrastinating elementary school homework all summer long. I see some influencers online having perfectly tidy, clean house with not a single dust to be seen. And I'm like, how can I not be like that? Why am I not perfect like that? But the truth is, they probably have a mountain of clothes in the other side of the room and they're just not filming them. It's so nice and fun to romanticize contents for the sake of posting online sometimes, but we need to remember that other people online are romanticizing them too, and they are also humans who have bad days where they're just too tired to do the dishes. When I was in university, I had this very cool professor that I really liked. In the last day of his lecture, he showed us this old video that gives advice to young people, and it goes like this. Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 99, wear sunscreen. Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind, you will not understand the power and beauty of your youth until they've faded. But trust me, in 20 years, you will look back at photos of yourself and recall in a way you can't grasp now how much possibility lay before you and how fabulous you really looked. You are not as fat as you imagine. Don't worry about the future, or worry, but know that worrying is as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubblegum. Don't be reckless with other people's hurts. Don't put up with people who are reckless with yours. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't. Maybe you'll marry, maybe you won't, Maybe you'll have children. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll divorce at 40. Whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much or berate yourself either. Your choices are half chance, so are everyone else. Enjoy your body. Use it every way you can. Don't be afraid of it or what other people think of it. It is the greatest instrument you will ever own. Dance, even if you have nowhere to do it but in your own living room. Do not read beauty magazines, they will only make you feel ugly. Get to know your parents. You never know when they'll be gone for good. Be nice to your siblings. They are your best link to your past and the people most likely to stick with you in the future. Understand that friends come and go, but for the precious few, you should hold on. Work hard to bridge the gaps in geography, in lifestyle, because the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were young. Accept certain inalienable truth. Prices will rise, politicians will feel under, you will get old, and when you do, you will fantasize that when you were young, prices were reasonable, politicians were noble, and children respected their elders. Don't expect anyone to support you. Maybe you have a trust fund, maybe you have a wealthy spouse, but you never know when either one might run out. Be careful whose advice you buy, but be patient with those who supply it. Advice is a form of nostalgia. Dispensing it is a way of fishing the past from the disposal, wiping it off, painting over the ugly parts, and recycling it for more than it's worth. But trust me on the sunscreen.